Hi, I'm Dan. I like to fix things, but I do a lot of other things too. Occasionally, I drive Uber, especially when I can drive in a nice car like this. I rented this beautiful red Model 3 Tesla for a week, and in 5 days, I made $1,000. It cost me about $350 for the week to rent it. I charged at home mostly, but I spent a few bucks charging at Tesla superstations. And overall, it's been a great experience. My customer base went up. I rarely drove X, and I only drove X when I was in really nice neighborhoods. I spent a lot of time in resort areas where there were bars, restaurants, and resorts and hotels, and that gave me a nice clientele. I got $80 in tips online and a couple $20 tips. So my tips were better, my overall experience was better, and I didn't get some of the negative rides that you sometimes get driving X. So I'm happy with the experience. I might do it again. I'm more likely to buy an electric car. I'm an electric car fan. I love driving the electric car. It's crazy quick. It's got a lot of technology. It does take a little while to get used to the controls. You have to learn to turn the windshield wipers on and the lights and things like that. It's a little different from a regular car. There aren't very many buttons. You do most everything on the screen. But it was still a great experience. I got to drive a nice car for a week. I used it for my personal use while I had it, and it's a great time. We have planes, winds, cars, rain, hail, thunderstorms, hurricanes, tornadoes, lots of airplanes. Here comes another one, because the wind's out of the north today, and the airplanes have to take off into the wind, so it's airplanes, cars, trucks, motorcycles, pelicans. I like pelicans. But the rest of the stuff is just annoying because it's holding up our video. Stop. Cut. Let's talk about rides. The Tesla qualifies for premium, comfort electric, and Uber Green, as well as X. I didn't take many X rides. It was costing me $350 to rent the car for the week, so I wanted to get the higher paying gigs. I live in Palm Beach County. I'm across from Palm Beach, Boca Raton. So I worked Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Jupiter, some fairly high-end areas that I'm fortunate to have in my neighborhood. And I got a fair number of premium rides, which pay almost double what X pays. I got a lot of comfort rides. Some of those rides were just for people. I got a lot of tall guys. I got guys who were 6'3" and 6'4" who knew they needed the extra leg room, and other people that just wanted a nicer car and a higher rated driver. And I got a few Uber Greens. Some smart people have figured out if you ride Uber Green, it costs you a little bit of extra money, but you get a nicer car and maybe a more pleasant experience. So those are the rides that I took. I made $700 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Went out a couple more days and made another $300. So I made $1,000 in 5 days, 6 days. In 6 days, I made $1,000, and I could have worked harder and made more if I wanted to. But overall, it was a great experience. It was the renting from Hertz through Uber was made pretty easy. I think I would recommend it if you want to give it a try. I think it's worth a shot. You're going to make enough to pay for the car and then have some money in your pocket. For me, I'm trying to buy an electric car soon. It may be a Tesla, it may not, but I got a chance to have a week-long test drive. Most car dealers don't give you a week to test drive their car. They give you 15 minutes. So having a week to test this car, I liked it better than I thought I would. I'm leaning more toward a Model Y, which is taller, has a bit more room. And I like the electric Mustang. I like the electric Hyundai Iconic 5. So there's some other cars I like as well. But I'm shopping for an electric car. this is a good one. There's a few other nice ones out there. But if you're thinking about renting, give this a try. If you're thinking about buying, rent it for a week. Give it a try. It's going to pay for itself and put money in your pocket. So that's all I have to say. Thanks. I'm Dan. I like to fix things. Sometimes I like to drive Uber, meet some nice new people, and I'll see you down the road.